Good day, everyone. Nice to meet you again. We are Group 16, which is consist of Beta Age Saputra, Dia Novitasari, Siti Alfia, Widi Bayu Aji, and me, Andi Nugraha. We will give a presentation about our company, CV16 Naga, who supply dragon fruit from Indonesia, and how we enter European market. Uh, Outline from this presentation are having 5 chapters. First is strategic management. Second is NPD process. Third is supplier development. Fourth are supply chain management. And the last is customer development. Okay, first is strategic management. Okay, I will explain about strategic management. Okay, who we are. We are a startup company engaged in the sale and production of agricultural product, especially pitahaya or Hyloceros sp, or usually we call it as dragon fruit. Uh, we sell various kind of dragon fruit from red, yellow, and white. We also produce dragon fruit juice and dragon fruit chips with brand name is Dragon Bridge Food. Our market oriented are for locally and export market. Now we have a chance to export our market to Europe. Our value is like this. Our vision is become the biggest agriculture company in Southeast Asia. We want to grow big and become a market leader in the Southeast Asia. Then our mission is providing decent welfare for farmers in Indonesia, which means farmer as our most important partner must be welfare. As an agriculture company, we know farmer is one of our biggest asset. Without farmers, we doesn't exist. So we must maintain our farmers to make it farmers attractive. Farmers must be welfare, and our company value is SLURP, like that. SLURP is consist abbreviation of sustain, loyal, unique, rejoice, and profitable. Of course, our company must profitable. Then, why we choose dragon fruit? Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit market is projected to register a CAGR or a compound annual growth rate of 3.9% over the forecast period 2021 until 2026. And then during the pandemic outbreak, Vietnam's dragon fruit export fell about 10% for the period January-November 2020 as the COVID-19 pandemic hit hard. But China market is still account for the majority. About 91% of Vietnam's export, which is worth $552.9 million, is goes to China. The dragon fruit market is also growing at a robust rate. Owing to increased demand for fresh dragon fruit, additionally, the demand for exotic tropical fruit is on the rise in the recent years due to various health benefits that they offer and an overall increase in disposable income of the consumer, especially in developing nations. In Europe, although the dragon fruit is relatively new and it's not widely advertised, still the market is very promising and attracting more and more customers. These are the major factors that are driving the market growth of dragon fruit. That's why we interest for export the dragon fruit. And also why Europe. From the data table in the board, as we got the data from market access database of DG Trade European Commission year 2001-2005, dragon fruit from Asia is majority from Vietnam, which had 7% of market share, and from Indonesia is only 0.1%. This is very sad for us. Indonesia as a tropical country with big agriculture can only export 0.1% of the dragon fruit. So we must increase the number. That's why we must export to Europe. Before we export to Europe, we must know ourselves. First, we must know ourselves and our enemy and make the strategy to fill the gap. In this step, we use PESTEL to know external factors and then combine with SWOT analysis to know our strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. After we got that, we made strategy to fill the gap with which our strategy is look like this. On the strength, we have competitive price, and we also have extensive agricultural land, talented young team in our company, and strong financial. For the weakness, the quality of the fruits are not equal. European is demanding the same quality. Then the lack of the technology in our farmer, short life of fresh fruit, scatter plantation area with not exact data of production capacity. Then the opportunity we got is government program to promote export of agricultural product, high demand of dragon fruit, healthy eating trends in the society, development of information technology to remote access, to, then potential to increase production. Also, the threat is importer country regulation, and then cargo price is increasing, and overseas farmers, especially from Vietnam, is using technology to improve their quality and productivity, and also the product rejection if the quality is not meet the standard. So we make a strategy for strength and opportunity strategy. We must export product to overseas. In this case, to Europe. Then we must develop integrated private plantation area of dragon fruit. Then we must make high marketing for the dragon fruit. So the healthy eating trend in the society will become increased. Then in the strength and trade strategy, we must discuss with local importer about the regulation and find the gap to solve. And then we must invest also in cargo liner because the cargo pricing is increased. For strategy to fill the gap, weakness and opportunity, we will use agricultural technology to improve quality and productivity. Then to handle about the scatter plantation, we will develop app to connect remote farmers. So we will use information technology to know about the farming area and their productivity. And then we also diversified into our product into processed product. So not only fresh fruit we will sell to Europe. Then we will expand also our cold storage warehouse to increase our capacity. For weakness and trade strategy, we will improve quality so it will be accepted by the importer. And then we will send our farmers to study overseas to learn about the technology. Then for meantime, we will use long-term cargo contract to handle about the increasing price of cargo and scatter plantation. Then we will do the organic farming and implement food safety system certification to 22,000. Okay. Next, after we got our strategy, we make an objective. On the long-term objective until 2026, our strategy is having marketing branch office in Netherlands. Then in the end of 2026, our target is to grab 10% European market of dragon fruit product, dragon fruit press product and processed product. Then we integrating farmer production with big data center. And then our target is become number 2 dragon fruit brand in Asia. Then our target also is we want to develop 10,000 hectare of integrated dragon fruit plantation. For the short time, in the end of this year, our target is entering European market and take 1% of the market share. Then because of Europe export to European, we hope it will increasing 10% of the revenue from last year revenue. Then the processed product sales also will be increased 5%. Our target is having FSSC to 22,000 certification is in the end of this year because this is have a long way to get. Then we also will invite 25 farmers to learn plantation technology. After we have objective, we must prepare our resource to achieve the goal. Right now, we already have warehouse and sorting center with cold storage, automatic sorting and packaging machine with capacity 100 metric ton per day, Then we also have dragon fruit juice factory with capacity 5,000 bottles per day. And we also have dragon fruit chips factory with capacity 5 metric tons per day, and more than 100 dedicated workers which work in two shifts. And also we have a strong financial structure. Now we must manage our resource to European market. Then after we manage our resource to achieve the goal, we measure the achievement by using balance scorecard. There are four point of view must be balanced to achieve the goal. First, can we continue to improve and create value? This is innovation, learning, and growth perspective. So there are four perspective for balance scorecard. The second perspective, which is internal perspective or business process perspective, is what must we excel at. Then the third perspective about customer perspective, how do customers see us? And then the fourth perspective is financial perspective, how do we look to shareholder? Okay, that for the next chapter will be explained by Mr. Beta. Okay, Mas Beta, please.
Okay, thank you, Mas Andi. I will present about new product development process. Next, Mas Andi. Okay, why should we develop a new product? So we develop new product because we want to handle the issue. The issue is the company is facing some non-compliance issue regarding the export product of dragon fruit to Europe. And then what is the compliance issue? It is related to the quality, safety, and phytosanitary requirement. And the effect is not all of our product is accepted in Europe, and some of our product is rejected there. And the company use design thinking methodology to solve the problem as our strategy. And the goal is the product can be sold in Europe and compete with competitors from other countries. Next. Okay, there are 5 steps in design thinking method. It is empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So I will tell you about each step in design thinking. First about empathize. Empathize is we want to understand the user, so we want to explore the human context. So we are conducting interviews and observing the user. So the interviews is conducting to the importers, to the farmer, internal employee, and expert in Ministry of Agriculture in Republic of Indonesia. And then the observing methodology is done to the farmer to look how they farm the dragon fruit. The next step is define. In define, we understand user and create a point of view. So there are 2 things that we will present. So the first one is the non-compliant issues that has been identified. It is about fruit quality, fruit safety. It is about the pesticide residue, and phytosanitary. It is about the presence of harmful organism, and then the private standards. It is our product is comply or not to global GAP. GAP is good agricultural practices. And the other thing is about the indirect things that lead to the non-compliant issues. It is about high transportation costs and inconsistent fruit supply. Okay. The third step in design thinking is about ideate. In ideate, we want to brainstorm the ideas. So we conducting discussion with other exporters and also with experts in Ministry of Agriculture of Republic Indonesia. The next thing is about prototype. Prototype, we start creating an experiment. So there are 5 things that we have done. The first is improving post-harvest handling. So dragon fruit will be harvested at 3/4 red maturity stage, and then we will apply the carnauba wax coating, and then we will store it at 1 degree centigrade. So the result is the storage life will be extended until 20 days of storage. The second thing is switching the product. So we will export the organic dragon fruit and follow standard from global GAP. So it will be accepted in Europe. The third thing is diversifying more durable product. So I mean diversifying is not search the other fruit, but we want to diversify the product of the dragon fruit. So the first one is frozen organic dragon fruit cubes or slices, and then organic dragon juice, and also organic dragon fruit chips. The fourth thing we have done in the prototype step is conducting food certification as mentioned before by Mas Andi. And the last one is about digitalizing supply chain process and utilizing big data technology. So we want to make sure that from upstream or from downstream to upstream will be handled well. The fifth step of the design thinking is test. We want to implement the product and start to refine the product. So we will test the prototype to current importers and expert in Ministry of Agriculture of Republic Indonesia. Okay. The next chapter is will be presented by Mbak Dian. Mbak Dian, please.
Thank you, Mas Mita. I will explain about the supplier development applied to our company. Supplier development is closely related to supplier relationship management and is the process of working with certain supplier on a one-to-one basis to improve their performance for the benefit of the buying organization. To ensure a sustainable supplier, we are committed to developing supplier, a team consisting of several representatives from its division. There are 5 key players in supplier development. The first is continuous improvement. The teams need to understand how the system was developed, implemented, and currently works, then analyze them. Purchase the product and have an invaluable knowledge of how suppliers are currently dealt with within the organization. Material control, understanding the material flow to know how to make supplier development. Product engineering, design the future product to estimate material needed and capability of supplier. Quality, the quality organization should be able to recommend suppliers that are good choice to develop into partners. And the last is transportation, ensure that when components are moved from the supplier to the facility, the process is smooth and efficient. Next slide. Before selecting a supplier, it is necessary to have established supply criteria. Some of the general criteria include competency, check supplier level of competence, supplier have people with the right skill and equipment to provide what you need. Capacity, enough capacity to meet your requirements, flexible capacity based on supply on demand. Commitment, a good supplier needs to be committed to providing high quality product as well as maintaining a high quality of service and performance. Control, a good supplier needs to have a high level of control over their procedure, process, policy, and supply chain. Cash, a good supplier should also be financially strong with sufficient financial reserve. Cost, lower cost of procuring product than other supplier. Consistency, a good supplier needs to be able to deliver high quality goods and service and a high level of performance, not just occasionally, but consistently. Culture, having similar value will be focused on the some things and therefore they are unlikely to disappoint you or lead to unwanted tension. Clean, the supplier compliance with environmental regulation and best practice, as well as their commitment to sustainability. And the last is communication. The easier and more convenient it is to communicate with a supplier, the more likely you are to have an easy time dealing with the supplier. Next slide. Or specific supplier criteria. Some of the specific criteria to selecting our supplier include distance that need to be considered in this criterion are accuracy, time delivery, and delivery cost. The second is quality that need to be considered in this creation are suitability item with specification, grade ABC, organic dragon fruit, red or white or yellow dragon fruit. And next cost, lower cost of procuring product than other supplier. Ordering and monitoring system, booking and monitoring are integrated by system, and then capacity, enough capacity based on requirements. Based on 5 specified criteria, we do a simple analysis of the supplier that we will be select. We assess by giving a score on each of the criteria on a scale of 1 to 4. 4 is very satisfied, 3 is satisfied, 2 is slightly satisfied, and 1 not at all satisfied. Our analysis is based on additional information on each criteria. Distance calculation carried out to Surabaya as the main location of our company. Quality and the ability of each supplier to ensure the specification request grade A, B, C, organic, and red, white, yellow dragon fruit. Cost compare the price given by the supplier, but in this condition, the price offered from the three suppliers are the same. Integrated system all the same, still in the initiation stage. Capacity, productivity from Banyuwangi, 33,000 tons per year. Kutai Kertanegara, 1,000 tons per year. Buleleng, 700 tons per year. The result of scoring, Banyuwangi supplier gets the high score, and both of Kutai Kertanegara and Buleleng suppliers with the same score. Next slide. The next stage is the selection of supplier. Based on the analysis before, CV 16 Naga was determined to choose the three suppliers because each supplier can complement its others' needs and our long-term plans. Banyuwangi visible to supply rich capacity, Buleleng visible to supply organic dragon fruit, Kutai Kertanegara visible to the expansion harvest area. So the conclusion of supply development are the supplier we choose is a supplier that ensure all the criteria. The proportion of raw material from our supplier are divided into three suppliers with detail of 60% from Banyuwangi, 20% from Kutai Kertanegara, and 20% from Buleleng. The supplier development team from CV 16 Naga is fully committed to getting a sustainable supplier. Enough. Next slide will be presented by Ms. Alfi.
Thank you, Mbak Dian. I would like to explain about our supply chain design network in our CV that export dragon fruit to Netherlands. The long journey of the dragon fruit supply chains began with the expanding of dragon fruits in exporting country by farmers. When the color of the fruits turn into a 3/4 red, it's time to harvest. Unlike the other fruits, dragon fruits can be harvested all year round because dragon fruit production areas are distributed in tropical and subtropical areas. After the dragon fruits are harvested, the farmers are collected the fruits to the fruits collector, or we can name it a supplier. Then they are shipped to a pack house or exported, which is our CV 16 Naga. We wash, weigh, and then we pack it and we pack a fruit, and we also process and make the fruits into a juice or fruit chips. Then we pack our product. When dragon fruits are packed in a cardboard box, a number is stamped on the outside of the box. This number is the identity code, which identifies the farm where the dragon fruit was harvested, packing facility, and the date and time of packing. Then after the packing complete, we distributed the fruits to other country with the help of forwarder through the export inspection at the custom clearance. After that, the dragon fruits finally will be on board the vessels and cross over the other side of the world. It probably takes time for dragon fruits to cross the country, but however we kept it fresh, we transport using temperature control river containers. It can keep the quality of the products. And then dragon fruits are not directly distributed to the market after arrive in the importing country, or we call will take control and handle the fruits. The dragon fruits were quarantined in the ripening rooms, then divided according to the shipping date dragon fruits that have reached the proper red state, then moved to the cooling room. Now the dragon fruits are ready to be edible. Then the importer distribute the dragon fruits to the distributor. The distributor of the dragon fruits are shipped to wholesaler and then to retailers, and finally delivered to the consumer. Then we talk about the sustainability of the supply chain. In the upstream measures, first we measure the quality and productivity of the improvement, and then the second is farmers empowerment, and the third is environment management. The sustainable of the transformation, we use technology to test product and maintain quality, and the third, the downstream measure, is selection and use of certified companies and service providers. Okay, in the next chapter, we'll describe by Mas Widi. Please, Mas Widi.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Alfi. After that, I will explain about marketing 4.0 or how we make it. In the first step, I will explain about 5A paths in the marketing. The first step is aware. We are now there are a lot of fruits variant, and one of them is dragon fruits, an exotic fruit with the skin like a dragon, so we call it a dragon fruit. And the second step is appeal. Nowadays, people really concerned about healthy food because of many food products contain of a lot preservative and other ingredients that can affect to the body healthy. CV16 Naga come with some healthy food produced from dragon fruits. And the third step is as in the third step, I explain about 7 health benefits of dragon fruits based on evidence. And the first is high in nutrition. Number second is my help fights chronic diseases. The third is loads with fiber. Number 4 is promotes a healthy gut. Number 5 is strengthens your immune system. 6 my body's low iron level, and the 7 is good source of magnesium. And the fourth step is ads. In the ads, a customer will buy our product, so they can buy our product online or offline. In the online product, they can find our product in social media on marketplace partner. And the last page is advocates. In the advocates, we hope customer will do something like the 3 paths. Something we need to customer do is retention. Number first is retention. People who buy our product and use it. Number second is repurchase. After they satisfied about our product, they repurchase our product. And the last path is advocacy. So the customer suggest friend or family to buy our product. Next. Okay. After I explain about 5A in marketing 4.0, now the 5A will mix with for perspective plus boom. And the first perspective is brand identity make aware. In the brand identity, first we need something that make people notice about our product. We can start with some catching logo like a dragon bridge foods with dragon fruit animation in the center, and slogan like tasty, healthy, and bring good food for you. And the second is brand image. Brand image bring appeal. European Union are known as a region that has strict rules, especially for food. So we have to make our food sterile. We can start with the packaging, put the QR code on it. We plus with technology, we put QR code on it. When customers scan the QR codes, customer will links to our YouTube channel that show how we make the product, how farmers grow their fruits and harvest the fruits. With the good image, we can build customer loyalty. Next. Now, brand integrity make one to us. In the brand integrity, to keep our foods find the standard are very important. So the first integrity we make is 100% organic food. And then the safety stock we combine with technology like a big data. So the customer or our customer can see our stocks, how our food produced, and many more information. And the third is aseptic and paper packaging. Paper basic aseptic packaging can make dragon fruit juice has more lifetime. They can be stored about 9 until 12 months in room temperature. And the last is follow the rule. We always follow healthy rule through. Although we already have certificate, we keep our product to follow the European Union food standard. Next. And number 4 is brand interaction. Make people ask to buy our product. To sell our product, we not only use online platform, we also use offline platform. In order to introduce our product, first we can place our product in Indonesian Embassy Bazaar, make people know about our product, and when they like our product, we can give them our social media and website so they can buy the product online or offline. And the last is boom or one of mouth make advocates. WOM is informal person-to-person communication between a commercial communicator with some kind of social media insights like a millennial hashtag, hashtag like strong like dragon or healthy like a newborn. Leave a comment in marketplace or website, and something like another catching logo. Okay, and it's the end of the section. I would say thank you and see you on the next section.